Abraham Lincoln said, "Teach the children so it's not necessary to teach the adults." I think that we all have obligations to teach our youth the things that they need to know in order to preserve and protect what is important to all of us. No man is above the law, and no man is below the law. The Rule of Law Project is the opportunity to bring together lawyers and judges into the classroom with teachers to teach students something they really need to know, which is the fundamental basis for all of the individual and collective rights we have as American citizens.
What we hope to do is by bringing teachers and the volunteers, judges, lawyers together, is to dispel some of the misconceptions students have, not just about lawyers and judges, but also about the American legal system, about the democratic process, and what the rule of law has to do with all of that.
How many of you have heard of checks and balances? How many of you have heard of
It is the rule of law that makes our constitutional democratic republican form of government work. It powers our economy. It is the way we live. And in order to make it work, we have to be active citizens. We have to understand it.
The title, The Rule of Law, is a great start because it is the thread. If you boil America down to what makes us different and what's our foundation, the rule of law, everyone being equal under the law, is the basis. It's the basic, from the most lowly citizen to the president. The rule of law applies the same to everyone, and I think that's an important concept for kids.
Law means to me that there are rules to protect us.
It helps me understand that everyone is equal.
It helped me better understand the law and how to obey it.
What we try to do is get a teacher and a lawyer volunteer or a judge volunteer paired to team teach in a classroom about the rule of law. So we go to a school division like Petersburg. We go to the local bar association in Petersburg, and we try to get teachers and lawyer judges paired up, and on a single day they go into the classrooms and they teach.
When you see two professionals, one a lawyer, one a teacher, in front of the classroom talking about a topic, from a student's point of view, it makes it real for them.
There is actually collaboration beforehand, discussion of what kind of content, what kind of delivery system they're going to use, and the resources to do that are available on our website.
What we developed on our website is a full-year curriculum that, from a thematic perspective, teachers in all disciplines can use the rule of law as the thread.
We think a benefit for teachers is that they go beyond thinking about the rule of law as a single component buried among the many that they have to cover to get the SOLs across. We want them to think of the rule of law as an interdisciplinary theme that applies to every classroom.
It's not just an academic exercise. We're talking about how we live, how we interact with each other, and we don't have to be casual observers. We can learn what's going on, how it affects us, and if we don't like it, we can do something about it. But there's no affecting it in any kind of significant way if you don't understand how it works or why it's there in the first place.
The law is yours. It belongs to you.
I was kind of like awestruck listening to each of the speakers, learning that they came to our school. Wish we could have more stuff like this at the school. Day-to-day classes, normal, take notes, book work, but when you have interaction, it helps you really get into the subject.
One of the things that we try to get students to understand when we bring in the volunteers is that the rule of law is a real-world concept. When you listen to students interact with the visiting lawyers or judges, it's amazing the questions they will ask.
This brings the topics that we talk about in class to life. You have a lawyer in the classroom who is an expert in the law. It also brings the reality to children that there are consequences, and that the law doesn't look at their individual status or where they're coming from or what they've done in the past or who their parents are, that it really comes down to how the law applies.
In America, the law rules because we make the laws and we follow them, and that makes us different.
The project is educating a new generation of young people who will actually say, I know what he's talking about. I know what this means. I know why it's important.
John Adams said in 1787 or so, there's never been a democracy yet that did not commit suicide. The purpose of the Rule of Law Project is to prove John Adams wrong.